default menus change. The easiest way to terraform is with the fewest actions possible. See, now this went ahead and popped up. When it says popping up for silver, after you've been trying to flatten ground, you'll notice terraforming. You don't have the flatten ground command. So, check it out. That's because I'm pushing E. My default was that. So, go to terraforming. Wow, it's because we've gotten this flattened square right here. We can now step over here and we'll flatten. So, just by knowing that when the default prospect comes up, after having the default flatten command as your current working one, you know, hey, that one's done. I can click on this one. It's just a cue to let you know that that area is indeed flattened and you can move on without having to go into the observe. See, just like that. And we will keep flattening and flattening and flattening. Now, if you're wondering why am I doing this, good question. We now have a 4x4 spot. The constructions material prep that we were working for so long, look, we had the furnace and now we have these other items open to us. We want to go to a tiny shack. Build. Now, see, it takes one. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Well, its footprint is not a 4x4. I'll promise you that. So, we need to terraform this last remaining spot right here. Flatten ground. A little bit more, a little bit more. Prospect for silver. So you saw how it flattened. Flattened ground. Still flattened ground. And let's continue to flatten it. Prospect for silver. So now I have a 2x3 flattened spot that I can now place my tiny shack. Constructions material prep, tiny shack, build. So now we're going to want to look for, here's the entrance. That's all that has to be flattened. Right there. We are now nearing the almost end of this tutorial. Almost. Now, create. I now need these new materials. Boards, which can be either softwood or hardwood. When you see them and it just says boards like this, it can be either or. And a building log as well. 20 and 10. Wow, where will I get these items? Well, we now need our axe, And you see how the action bar is almost done? Bam! I didn't quite equip it. You saw that? If you drag and drop your items, it will equip both of them at once, rather than having to stop and wait. See? I let that one action bar, just did one. You can throw all of your equipment, your head, your chest, your hands, all that stuff all at once. Well, the next that we need is we need to be able to refine logs. Well, I need to have this unlocked. So that means I need carpentry in order to do it. So I need logging up to 60. Can chop down hardwood trees. I need this 60, not 30. I need 60. That means nature's lore. I need 60. What's the best way to do it? And nature's lore. Nope. My apologies. Right here. 60. I have that already. So you would have been gathering branches if you didn't have nature's lore. Logging can collect bark and chop down softwood trees. Let's see what we got here. Logging, collect bark. That's what we're going to do. Is collect bark until our logging is all the way to the top. Now, what is bark? Well, aside from being the skin of the tree, it is your very first and basic fuel source. I will demonstrate to you the different fuel sources in a later demo of the game. Keep gathering. Wow, so much work. There's nothing left to gather. Got to keep gathering. Wow, logging just really isn't what it's cracked up to be, is it? Now, you'll notice I have all of these locked. I really want willpower to be going up and strength to be going up. I can go down, and there we go. Almost there. It's taking nothing left to gather. Keep gathering. We're almost there. 53. Oh, come on. Kill me, alright? Is this not the most grueling game you have ever played? Why in my right mind would I pay $40 for this game, you're asking? Because it's bloody amazing. Almost there. 58, 59. Be glad we're not going to 90 people, and be glad you're playing on this server. Now, the multiplier soon will be going down in the future, so... Alright, now that we have that done, you'll notice I can now refine logs. At level 60, I can now chop down trees. Alright, well, this big tree right here, what I'm looking at while I eat my apple, is an oak tree. This is a hardwood. It is the best hardwood to harvest. I now have my cut down command. Choppity, choppity, chop, chop, chop. Now, you see how I've been moving really slow? I've been moving really slow. Speed 50. Drop. I do not want these on me. Kidding me? Look. That has done me no good. And we're going to keep chopping. With this primitive axe, it takes a little while to actually chop the tree down. There we go. Also, logging, uproot the stump. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a long process. Our lead admin, technical admin, Alakar,